I really love salmon.
Salmon. I like the salmon berries.
Okay, hold on.
Today, we're doing a local indie bookstore tour across Kitsap County. We're starting in Kingston, heading to Poulsbo, then Port Orchard, and finishing in Bremerton. And we're doing it in this, the 2026 Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack, which might be the least expected book tour vehicle ever, which is kind of why it works. I'm not doing a full feature breakdown list up front today. We're just gonna drive it, use it, talk books, talk features, and see how this car fits in a Kitsap day. But before we start, I'm bringing a special guest with us today. Let's go pick her up. All right, so this is Katie, and she's our local book expert, and she actually works at Hazelwood. Katie, tell us a little bit about yourself, what you like to read, how deep this book collection goes, and why you're the perfect person for this adventure.
I'm a graphic designer here at Hazelwood Auto Group. I've been doing graphic design for about 8+ years. I have a wide genre of what I like to read. Definitely romantasy, fantasy, romance, a little bit of murder mystery, horror. There's all kinds of things in all the different genres for you, so I like to mix it up as much as I can. I'm obsessed with books. I have an entire library in my house. Just so you know, if you have 1,000 books, you can be considered an actual library. But I have to hide all of my shopping from my husband as much as I can and pretend that they are already in my library. These books get pretty detailed and pretty expensive depending on how much you want to spend on them. You can spend a pretty penny.
Okay, so it looks like we brought the perfect person for this adventure. The mission is simple. At each bookstore, Katie's gonna help me understand what makes that place special. Find a book worth grabbing and fill up the charger as we go. And as we say normally on this YouTube channel, let's roll. First stop is Kingston, and this is where the charger already starts making the day feel different. This is electric, all-wheel drive, and the listing shows 241 miles of electric range. So for Kitsap Bookstore Loop, range is not an issue. And the quiet cabin is actually perfect for this video because today is all about conversation. Books, local shops, recommendations, and the kind of nerdy rabbit hole you fall into when you bring a book person with you. All right, Katie, so first question. When you walk into a bookstore, where are you headed first?
I typically check out their center displays. Most stores tend to do new releases for that week, especially Tuesdays for some reason. But I will go check out what new books are out for that week, which ones I haven't pre-ordered, which ones have the sprayed edges. It's where all the fancy ones are going to be typically. But really, there's no wrong way to navigate a bookstore.
Talking about navigation, that's actually funny because this is your first time in the Dodge Charger, and this one actually has navigation with the Uconnect 5 and 12.3-inch screen. So first initial thoughts on the Charger as you get in it?
So far, it's awesome. The screen is huge, makes it easy to find where we're going. So many options. Love the heated and air-conditioned seats. That's a big win in my book.
Stop 1, Saltwater Bookshop in Kingston. Saltwater is a thoughtfully curated independent bookstore with all new inventory. They specialize in cookbooks and local interest books, but they also carry a little bit of everything. I like starting here because Kingston already has that small town ferry terminal energy. You can come over, grab a coffee, find a book, and make a whole morning out of it. All right, Katie, we're at Saltwater. What are we looking for?
Today, we're looking for romantasy books. Anything dragons, fantasy, something that's going to give you the world building while also still giving you a little bit of romance. You're going to have mythical creatures, all the good fantasy with a little bit of spice sprinkled in.
Speaking of mythical creatures, I love dragons. It's some of my favorite books to read. Whenever I read a book, it's going to definitely have dragons in it.
I pick dragons all the time too, which I'm not going to get this book because I already have this book, but I did find something else pretty awesome. I found a little dragon to hold and stay with me while I'm listening and reading to my books at home. Look how cute.
I like bookstores where it feels like somebody actually chose every book on purpose. This does not feel like scrolling a website. This feels like discovering something new. Okay, so Katie found the perfect little reading buddy, her dragon. And you know what? I've got a 3-year-old at home and I couldn't pass it up. I found one too, and we're gonna call it Dragon Fruit.
So cute. I also couldn't pass up book 2 of a series that I'm reading that's another romantasy. Had to come home with me.
Let's load it in the back. And this is one of the funny things about the Charger Daytona. It looks like a muscle car, but it has a real liftgate and split folding rear seat. So it's way more usable than you expect. Also, the seats matter today. We're in and out of the car all day, so heated and ventilated front seats, dual zone climate, and a comfortable cabin make this feel less like errands and more like a road trip. All right, so next stop is Liberty Bay Books in Poulsbo. Katie, give me the 2-sentence preview. Why do people like this bookstore?
2 things come to mind right away. 1, it's been a part of our community since 1977, so it's Kitsap in itself. 2, they work with a lot of local authors to offer us to buy their books in their store. The author will come into the store, sign every book that was purchased, and then they'll ship them out around the country, and they'll also offer them for you to come back and pick them up, which most bookstores do not do.
Sounds like a really fun store. I'm excited to check it out.
I cannot wait.
Stop 2, Liberty Bay Books in Poulsbo. Liberty Bay Books has been part of Poulsbo's book scene for decades. It started as Shotwell's Books in 1977. It's one of those downtown shops that feels woven into the community. Let's go check it out. Okay, so Katie, this seems like your kind of stop. What should people be looking out for when they come to Liberty Bay Books?
Like I was talking about in the car, they have lots of local authors that come into their shop and sign their books. This is Kristen Hanna. She is a New York Times, Wall Street Journal, and US Today best-selling author. Everybody knows her and she sells out so many things. And she comes here and signs these by hand in this store before you get them in the mail or come pick them up in person.
This seems like a really cool spot.
It's very cool.
I'm gonna let you search a little bit more because I know you've got your eye on some books. And we'll reconvene back in the car.
Sounds good.
All right. This is why indie bookstores matter. They're not just places to buy books. They become little community hubs. You can feel the difference between a store that just stocks books and a store that knows its readers.
One of my favorite things about this bookstore is they mark all of their local authors with these little tags. You can look around and support authors from your local community that are authors. Some big name authors at that.
All right, Katie, 2 bookstores down, 2 very different personalities, but you came away with another book.
I did. I can't say no. I got a Kristen Hanna book. My mom is a huge fan, so I knew I had to pick one up for her while we were here.
So I noticed that this book is kind of a little bit different than what we're seeing on the shelves a lot, but this one has kind of fancy pages on the side. I don't know what that's called in the book industry, but...
Yes, this is sprayed edges. They also have stencil edges. This is actually the 10th anniversary edition of this book. So they went all out, hardcovers, end pages, the sprayed edges, like you said, to make it a little fancier for the 10 years.
It's a must read according to our expert. Let's go to our next book stop.
Let's go.
Let's roll. And this is where the Charger is doing something kind of unexpected. We're not drag racing, we're not doing a performance test, we're using it like a real car. But you still feel what it is. The wide stance, The track package, adaptive dampening, high performance brakes, wide body competition suspension, it all gives the car presence even when you're just pulling into a bookstore. And I gotta tell you, the amount of people that have stopped to look at this car so far, it's endless. Everyone wants to stop, look at this car, check it out, and ask us questions. All right, getting back to books, I got another book question for you. Are you a planned book shopper, or do you walk into the bookstore and let it decide which ones are going home?
It's 100% about my mood. There are the days that I am there to get a very specific book. I go in, I look at that book, I grab it, maybe one or two other books because I can't help it, and then I'm out. And then there's the days where I need a pick-me-up, and being in a bookstore is just the best thing ever. So I peruse, I look for new books, I look for books I've never heard of, and that will decide my journey and my next book.
So when we go to this next bookstore, you don't have a plan for this one.
Correct. Yeah.
We're just going. We're going to see what we come up with.
Yeah.
Stop 3, Salmonberry Books in Port Orchard. Salmonberry has this whimsical, artsy, local shop energy. Love Kitsap describes it as a light-filled Bay Street shop stocked floor to ceiling with reading material, stickers, prints, and items curated for the bibliophiles. This is the kind of place where you go in thinking you're buying one book and end up leaving with a sticker, a gift, and 3 recommendations. Let's go check it out. All right, Katie, what kind of reader is going to love this shop?
This shop is perfect for somebody that wants more than just the book. They can find all the books they want, but they can also find the stickers, the pins, the bookmarks, the artwork. They have everything here.
And I've noticed one of the really cool things, they've got a bunch of like little recommendation tabs. Is this something that you see often at bookstores?
Some places for sure. If their staff will read the books and write recommendations for those specific books. Some of them even write their name on which staff member recommended it. You can find that staff member and ask them about it if the book sounds interesting to you.
I gotta say, this one feels personal. Like the shop has a point of view. And that's the fun of doing this as a local tour. Each shop is selling books, but none of them feel quite the same. Three bookstores, 3 books. What was the 3rd book you picked up?
Got a romance book. Also got some fantasy and magic in it. So it counted as romantasy, but definitely romance.
Now we're headed back towards Bremerton for the final stop. By this point, we've got books in the back, a whole route in the nav, and a car that still feels like the most dramatic possible choice for a bookstore tour. The heads-up display is one of those features I really like on a day with a lot of stop-to-stop driving. You keep the important info in your line of sight. All right, Katie, final stop of the day, Ballast Books in Bremerton. Have we found the best book of the day, or are we gonna find it?
I'm super hopeful that the best book is gonna be a ballad. Little known fact for the community is Matt Dinneman is there quite often. If anybody knows who that is, that's Dungeon Crawler Carl's author. I'm hoping that there's some swag, maybe some book swag or some book plates there. That will be the best find of the day if I find that.
Final bookstore stop, Ballast Book Co. in downtown Bremerton. Ballast is a small, locally owned independent bookstore in downtown Bremerton. They carry new books and gifts, and they're known for recommendations.
Okay, I found something really cool here, but I'm not gonna show you quite yet, but I will tell you about it. So it's high fantasy, think grim, dark fantasy, anti-heroes, monsters. You'll have to see what I'm talking about. It's really, really cool, and I'm really excited to show it to you. This is what I like about shops like this. You can walk in with no plan and leave with something you probably would not have found on your own. That's the whole point of today. The car got us here, but the books gave us the story.
All right, Katie. What was the final book haul for today?
We got our dragon. We got our book 2 for romantasy. We have the book for my mom. We have our romance book. And then we have our surprise book.
Whoa, that one is sweet.
So this one has the stencil sprayed edges, the foil on the covers that will shine in the light, back cover, full color foil end pages, a different hardcover.
That's a pretty dang good find.
It is very special.
And it's a limited edition?
Yes.
Really cool. What an awesome haul. Now, I do have a couple quick questions for you, Katie, so let's chat. All right, Katie, favorite bookstore vibe?
Salmon berry. It was so bright and open.
All right, and last question for the day. Which bookstore do you think had the most kind of variety or different selection?
I think Saltwater, our first stop.
My favorite thing about this route is that it proves that you don't need a giant plan to have a great Kitsap day. Pick a theme, grab a friend, jump in a sweet car, and go explore. And the Charger made it way more fun than it had any right to be. Electric range for the loop, all-wheel drive, a quiet cabin for conversation, a big screen for navigation, performance seats, and enough cargo space to keep the book haul going.
And if this video made you want to check out more local bookstores, it's perfect timing. The Puget Sound Book Festival is happening August 9th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's a celebration of the Puget Sound indie bookstores and author community. And all 4 bookstores that we visited today are gonna be there with authors for signings. If you're interested in exploring the indie book world, this is the event you don't want to miss.
And that is exactly what these videos are all about. Showcasing our vehicles, doing real world activities all around Kitsap County. Katie, thank you so much for exploring the world of books with us today and sharing some of your knowledge and expertise. It was a really fun treat.
Thanks for inviting me. Bye.
This week, the 2026 Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack proved that an electric car can still turn a book tour into an adventure. 4 books, 1 special guest, a Kitsap route, and a trunk full of books. A perfect day. If you're interested in taking a look at this Dodge Charger, come see us at the West Hills Autoplex. I'm Josh from the Hazelwood Auto Group, and until the next one, we'll see you soon.